Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MaffmanJones movie show. I'm your host, John Matthew, as always, and I haven't had a guest in a few months. My girlfriend, Nicole DeRosa, was the first, but now we finally have the second guest on the show, and I'm very proud to have, and I'm grateful to have him on the show today. You may know him. He does some things on the YouTubes. I'll let him introduce himself, but he's the one and only AP. Austin Putnam.
Oh, I love how you're still going the Austin Putnam thing.
Putnam.
Putnam. Well, first of all, John Moffman, or as my buddy Mr. Gaber calls you, Mr. Muffin Man. Thank you
Happy
for
birthday to
having me.
Garrison today.
Oh my God, yeah. Gaber says love you, by the way. No, I am more than happy to be on. We've been trying to schedule this for God knows how long at this point. But yeah,
we made it.
Yeah, we made it finally.
And you've been a busy man.
Oh my God, dude! I mean, the summertime was all right, but dude, once like October, November hits, that is when it just goes at that point. Yeah, but everything's been crazy.
It's good to be busy with things, though.
No, yeah, I agree. Like, I find that when I'm not busy and when I'm not doing anything, I'm just like, the hell do I do with my life right now? What the hell?
I guess I'll just like look at a wall or something.
Exactly. Just watch paint dry. Look at one of my posters on my wall over here, right? Too. And look at my Joker poster, Dunk, or like any of this shit right here, which I'm gonna try and see again before it leaves theaters. Joker.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be one of those movies that stays in theaters for like 2 months, which is very abnormal for movies. Nothing stays for more than like 3 weeks now.
No, I saw Joker twice. If it was playing, so my local AMC, by the way, it got a Dolby Cinema finally.
Oh, it did.
Yes, and I found
nice.
that
I love Dolby Cinema.
Oh, I haven't tried it. I've always wanted to try it. Like I've heard the colors look better, and I've heard the sound is incredible in it.
It's like being in a whole new world. Like I literally, when it first started, it came in New York City first, and I would literally go to the city just to like watch it. I would watch like every time a Star Wars movie came out, I would go watch a new Star Wars movie just for.
Oh, we see it in the Dolby Cinema.
Yeah, but like because the sound reverberates for everything, and you feel like you're in the environment as it's like the whole movie's happening. So when like TIE fighters are coming by, you hear the TIE fighter like go from one end of the room to the other, and your whole seat will shake, and it's crazy.
Oh, you have convinced me just from hearing that, because Ford versus Ferrari is playing in that Dolby theater next weekend. I'm going to buy a ticket just to see it in Dolby next weekend.
I heard that movie has great
sound.
You saw it, right?
Yeah. Yes, I did, and I can tell you this right now: the sound design, the mixing in that film, it feels like you're there. It really does. Like I haven't done a review of it. I need to film the review tomorrow. But
you're busy. You'll get to it.
Yeah, no, I loved Ford versus Ferrari. It was great. I mean, I know a lot of people are putting in their top 10s. For me, there was maybe 1 or 2 minor issues that I had with it, but God, how James Mangold
is there a James Gold in Hollywood?
Now I wonder. I want to do some research on that.
IMDb. You keep talking. I'm gonna do this for fun. Wow.
Yeah, no kidding, right? But just how James Mangold, like, he makes you feel, he puts you in those seats with Christian Bale, by the way, who absolutely kills it in it. With the sound design, that film, I can see either being the front runner for being the Oscar for the sound, or I could actually see it winning. The sound design's that good in it. But no, it was great. I really, for a 2.5 hour film, dude, it does not feel even close to that.
Yeah, like that's the best thing, because if movies are 2.5 hours long, usually that it makes people have like a negative feeling on it, like
easily, yeah.
I gotta go to the bathroom and shit. Like I'm not gonna spend all that time watching a movie. But also,
dude,
Matt Damon and Christian Bale. I'm sorry, like they both seem incredible in the movie.
Oh my, like
just for them alone.
Oh, I agree. I mean, Christian Bale is one of those few actors who, even though he's such a big star, he can still get lost in his roles.
Yeah,
easily. Because I actually didn't see Vice.
You still haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It's
I've heard great things.
it's really good. I'll admit, like I really liked it, but I haven't thought about it since I saw it. But I feel like that happens. There's so many movies that come out every year. You kind of forget a lot of movies. I feel like it's not
Hmm.
the movie's fault, but he's great in it. He's
I do
incredible.
need to see it because I mean, there's one film that I feel like a lot of people have already forgotten about when it comes to Oscars, and I'm pushing for it. Have people forgotten about Rocket Man already?
Have they?
I could,
I guess yeah. It was in that weird. It's like it was in May. It kind of just like came
yeah.
and went. Taron Egerton has to keep talking about it though, because I feel
Oh
like he
my,
deserves to get nominated for
he
it.
does. I mean, now here's the thing. Nothing against Robbie Malek because I thought he was phenomenal as Freddie Mercury.
But if he
But
can get nominated for his role, like then Taron
yeah,
can absolutely be nominated too.
yeah. If he could get nominated and won an Oscar for not only essentially lip syncing to Freddie Mercury's music. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like he embodied Freddie Mercury on that stage and not on
Hmm.
that screen, but Taron, not only did he embody Elton John, but he actually sang the music.
Yeah, he's multi talented. He's
Oh
like
my god, yeah.
he's like a Swiss Army knife of talent.
It was
Uh,
hearing him sing Tiny Dancer. It brings me to tears every time I hear it. It really does.
yeah, that song hits me too because
Oh,
I associate that with a lot of like memories of like I used to play football in high school, so like that hits
hmm
me right in like nostalgic feels, and I always
ah,
so like just I it could that movie that scene could have had anything happening with Tiny Dancer, and I would have still been like. I would have still been in the theater like crying. John, are you okay? I'm not okay.
He's like, no, I'm crying. Shut up, man.
He's walking through a campfire right now, and I'm still crying. I can't.
Yeah. Like right when I heard that, I was just like, I'm so surprised. My mom was like,
Snip, snip.
because I took my mom to go see it opening week, and I'm surprised my mom didn't look at me saying, "Austin, are you okay?" And it's like, shut up, Mom, no, Greg, shut up.
There's an onion being cut up on the left side of me. Uh,
Yeah, so shut up.
the most
Um,
typical answer you go to when somebody's crying, cutting up onions. Nobody even carries onions.
yeah, no one does.
It's an outdated sarcastic excuse for crying. Gotta come up
Yeah,
with something new.
it absolutely. We just went off on a total tangent right
I
there.
know we did. But I was gonna say I feel like the best actor and best actress area is pretty stacked this year. So I
Oh
don't
my
know if
god,
he
yes.
even if he gets nominated, I don't think he's gonna win.
No.
I think I know who's gonna win, but also I haven't seen every movie yet this year, so I can't say that either. But you haven't seen have you seen Marriage Story yet?
No, I haven't.
Adam
Not yet.
Driver is so good in that movie.
I've
Like
been
to
hearing
the point where I
amazing
was
things about
shaken
it.
by it.
Oh
He's
wow.
such a great actor because he has a couple scenes in the movie where like you genuinely like you feel like you're falling like emotionally like he really
Ah.
takes you on like a ride, and I never seen Adam Driver that vulnerable before, so
Hmm.
like it was interesting. But there's a lot of movies coming out still, so I Cats could win Best Picture for all we know. But
Oh god,
it's gonna
Cats.
be the most memed movie of all time when it comes out.
Cats has the most off-putting feel to it. Because I remember when I saw that trailer, I just thought,
It looks terrifying.
yeah, I was just thinking like,
It's a choice. They made a choice. I think it's funny. I mean, they're riding with it though. On their Twitter account, they're following one person on Twitter. You know what the have you seen this? The cat's Twitter account?
I was gonna say, what are they following? I have to know
It's a
this.
laser pointer account.
Okay, that's actually quite brilliant. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
gonna
pretty
lie.
funny.
A fucking
It's just
laser
like
pointer of all
I think
things.
they're in on the. I think they know how like ridiculous this movie is, and they're just gonna run with that.
Now, I will say this: there is one reason why I am hopeful because Lee Hall wrote Rocket Man, so
Hero
there is
Cats
some
too.
hope. Oh
Yeah,
my, yeah, which I'm surprised about.
and I mean they have that song that's in the trailer, like the main song everybody knows from Cats, and it. I'm sure
Yeah.
people are gonna enjoy that sequence, and it looks
Mhm.
visually like wild.
Oh yeah,
So
there's no denying that. Like cinematography, visual effects, productions. I mean, it looks top notch.
hmm
If anything, it'll probably get a visual effects nod. It will get probably production design. It'll get cinematography, maybe costume design,
hmm
maybe. But no, I mean,
maybe
as best picture,
mocap.
oh, yeah, mocap. There we go. Yeah, but best picture, I don't see. You know what? You know, I want to get nominated for best picture so bad, even though it's probably not going to happen.
What?
give it to Endgame, please.
Yeah,
Because
there's a slim chance, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But I mean, I think after Black Panther, I think there's a better chance for it to win. Not win. I'm sorry, be nominated than win.
I'm trying to find my steelbook for Endgame, and I cannot find it for some reason. I bought the steelbook, by the way, for Endgame.
Steelbooks are awesome. For anybody out there who doesn't really collect like physical
I
copies
agree.
of movies, I think steelbooks are the way to go if you want to start collecting.
I agree. I had the steelbook for I know. Okay, so the only ones I have are for Endgame. I have the one for. There's the. It was blending in. There it is. Yeah, there we go. And
Yeah,
and
it's lovely.
4K. This movie looks incredible in 4K. Oh my god! I mean, my
I can
boss
only imagine.
Nathan. Oh my god! Was it so? 2 years ago, before I got my 4K TV, which is actually really right here. My boss Nathan from Flick, who's the reason why I've been going to all these things. He turned around to 4K by showing me a clip from Blade Runner 2049 in 4K. I was like to him, I need to buy a 4K TV right now. Holy shit. It looked that good. I mean, I have not gone back to anything ever since. I mean, Blu-ray still looks great.
Yeah,
but when you see the...
We've stepped into that time where people are...
Yeah.
4K is accessible now. So it's the easy jump to make. I haven't made it yet because I'm poor. But eventually I will buy a 4K TV, and I can't wait.
I mean, the 4K TV it's actually a pretty budget fork. The one I have right here was like $350. The one I have,
it's awesome, and especially Black Friday coming out, it's probably going to be like
it's gonna be. Do you know it's gonna be insane on Black Friday?
I might do it. I might finally pull the trigger this year and buy like a new 4K TV. If it's gonna be if it's like $300, like why not?
By the way, the 4K Blu-ray player I bought was less than $100.
Really?
I'm not even joking. Yeah. It's the Magnavox 4K. It's a Magnavox Blu-ray player for $89. That's how much I bought it for. It was crazy how much it cost. But no, it looks amazing, and by far I can tell you, by far the best looking 4Ks I've ever seen. Schindler's List is one of them. I finally saw that for the first time a couple months ago. It blew me away, that film in general. Dunkirk looks amazing in 4K. I can tell you right now, like when you see the shot of I can't remember what the guy's name is, but he's played by the main dude, like the main guy you're following throughout the entire story, the mole.
Bandersnatch.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that because this was his first movie.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
When you're following him on the beach scene, it's just the blue stand out so much in that scene. I mean, I'll tell you guys out there right now, for any of you who are on the verge of not buying 4K, when you see what the colors look and the spectrum with the contrast with the darks and the whites, it blows you away how good it looks. Especially when it comes to older movies.
Movie for sure.
Oh, Dunkirk looks amazing. But again, off on another tangent. It's going 4K and all that shit. But no, the 4K stuff I bought, I made sure until I had enough money to get my 4K stuff.
We live in a time now where you can have like your own home. You can have like your own theater at home with like surround sound and 4K
easily.
The whole nine.
But yeah, Avengers Endgame, I want to get nominated for picture. I want Joker to get nominated. From what I've been hearing, it has a good chance of being nominated for best picture.
It's less of a stretch that'll get nominated. I don't think they're both going to get nominated. It's going to be one or the other, because I feel like two comic movies in the best picture category would be like, it would be so weird, because it would definitely, that would be the true sign of Hollywood, like Marvel movies Marvel and superhero movies taking over like the spectrum.
And yes, they are cinema. Sorry, Scorsese. Sorry, I had to say it.
We're not gonna bring this shit up.
I know.
No, I mean, I don't mind. We could talk about it. Let's.
No, it's all right. No, I mean,
let's set the internet ablaze.
Right, I mean, now. It's yeah. Let's make everyone, as the Joker was here. Let's make everyone lose their minds.
One
but no
director mentioned something about Marvel. Everyone loses their minds.
But like if I had to be realistic, I think Joker is easily the one that's gonna get out of the two of them.
Best picture and probably best actor nominee.
Oh God, I want Joaquin Phoenix to win. I want him to win that.
Honestly, yeah, he could. I mean, I just mentioned Adam Driver 5 minutes ago, but
that's
no, but like if say what you want about the movie, if you hate Joker or whatever, like the whole like film Twitter debacle, like the controversies, but like he is undeniably great in the movie.
Oh my,
I feel like you can't tell me his performance isn't good. Like it's.
Oh no, I mean he's mesmerizing in that film, to say the least. Like he's the reason. I mean, besides of how amazing that film looks, but just the fact that it's just Joaquin is one of the greatest actors of our generation. I mean, he's up there with Daniel Day-Lewis, if you ask me.
Yeah. It's wild that there are like younger people out there who are being introduced to him through this movie and not like something else like Signs or.
Yeah, or like Signs, one of them, or Walk the Line.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
He's been in a lot of random movies, like Inherent Vice. Remember Inherent Vice?
I actually haven't seen Inherent Vice.
Me either.
Oh, thank God! I'm not the only one alone.
It's that and There Will Be Blood, the only two Paul Thomas Anderson movies I haven't seen.
Oh, There Will Be Blood is so good. I will not lie.
And I haven't watched it.
You haven't seen it?
Yeah, it's still wrapped up in the plastic. But like I'm gonna. It's been sitting on my shelf for like 3 years. But one day I'll watch it.
One day, guys. One day he'll get onto it.
I just know the milkshake shit like from the ending of the movie. Like I drink
milk. I've seen it 2 times now on There Will Be Blood. I will not lie. It's a bit slow as it starts off, but the moment that, let's say, an oil rig starts to actually get oil, that's when I feel like it starts to get going.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's such a great movie. I mean, although I told my buddy Sarah that was my favorite film of the year that year. It was Hot Fuzz, and she said, "How dare you?" Because I love Hot Fuzz.
That's a great movie too, though. It's
Hot Fuzz.
I don't know how you argue with Hot Fuzz.
Oh, that's actually my favorite out of the Cornetto trilogy, Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, it's a really good one. I think Shaun of the Dead. I would say Shaun of the Dead, but all 3 of those movies are. Like,
oh God,
Edgar Wright. I'm really excited for that movie he's making too.
Last Night in Soho. My Hollywood.
I think it's early next year too. It's not that far away.
It comes out September actually of next year.
Okay, so it's a little far away.
It's a bit, not too far. Actually, my celebrity crush, Anya Taylor-Joy, is the lead in that film. I cannot wait to see her in that movie.
Yeah, you do love her.
Oh my God, to say the least. Yes, because I remember actually fun little thing a couple of years ago. I sent her an Instagram message, not thinking of it, and saying, "I love you so much. I love your work. I've seen The Witch over like." Okay. My love for The Witch is like undying. I've seen that film over 13 times. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, you do. I think you did talk about this recently, like once that you like loved this movie.
Yes. Oh my! I watched it before I saw The Lighthouse, which I thought was great. I messaged her. I saw it so many times. I didn't think I'd get a message back. The next morning, I say, "Thank you so much, love." I was just like.
As you jump through the roof.
Oh my God!
Flying around.
I went through the roof, went out of the freaking planet, through the stratosphere, went through everywhere because I was
adorable.
And I was blushing like a mother after the entire time. And I'm sure I annoyed her. I tried to annoy the shit out of her afterwards too, because I was trying not to be like that. But no, I love Anya Taylor-Joy so much, and I cannot wait to see her in that film. I really cannot wait.
Yeah, she's a great actress. It'll probably come out before New Mutants, too.
I feel like New Mutants is even going to come out.
Yeah, I just mentioned that, by the way.
I
don't know. This movie's been delayed like 7 times.
It's been delayed for about a year and a half, something like that.
It was supposed to come out like early 2017.
Yeah, it was supposed to, and then it was delayed, and then it was delayed in 2018. Then it was supposed to do 2019. All of a sudden, oh wait, no, it's going to be April of next year. I'm just thinking like, it's not gonna fucking come out. Like you might as. I mean, if anything, I feel like that Disney's gonna put on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
On the streaming platform, to which it seems like the most plausible thing now at this point, because the amount of times I've guessed they've reworked that film is just, it's insane.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if I talked about this with you with somebody else, but I feel like the movie's gonna be so much different than what we wanted. Well, not wanted, but like we expected. Whatever the first cut of the movie was that was supposed to come out in theaters, it's not going to be that at all. So even if the movie comes out eventually and it's not good, people don't like it, we're never going to know if there was a better cut out there or if there was a worse cut. Like, we're never going to know, like, if there was something salvageable, if it ends up not being a good film. But well, I'm sure when it comes out in 2025, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, no kidding.
When all the actors and actresses actually look like when they're like in their mid-20s or 30s, and then this movie comes out when they were like little babies.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Because like Macy Williams and Anya Taylor-Joy, like I think they're like in their early 20s. So like,
Yeah, Anya is. I think the last time I checked, she's about my age. She's actually my age, believe it or not.
Shit. So yeah, when a movie finally comes out, they'll be like in their 30s and be like, "Well, I filmed this movie like a decade ago. It's finally
Yeah,
out. I have kids now, but
yeah.
here's my movie."
She'll just be like, just release the fucking movie at this point, guys, please.
I hope they got paid.
Yeah, no
They had to get
kidding.
paid.
Yeah, especially knowing that they had to reshoot it because I mean, apparently according to Steven Kimberg, producers, he was saying that the reason why we've had to delay it because the reshoots, everyone's doing their own thing now. You know, Sophie, not Maisie Williams with Game of Thrones, to which we've gone over season 8. Yeah, all the backlash kind of pisses me off about it. And then Anya doing her own thing, and then Charlie Heston doing Stranger Things. Yeah. There's a lot going on with their lives. Just seeing like it's gonna be hard to schedule the reshoots. It's gonna be like increasingly difficult as time goes on. I feel like.
Yeah. I guess this is a good time, better than ever. I was trying to find a segue into this, and you said Stranger Things.
Okay.
I heard a pretty strange thing in the movie space recently.
Nice pun there, John.
So you know how in Hollywood, Lucasfilm. I think this is a good representation of the idea of. So Peter Cushing passed away years ago, and so did Carrie Fisher. They did Rogue One, and they were like, "This serves a story. Why don't we like digitally insert their faces into this movie and have other actors play them because they would be part of the story naturally because this is right before the first movie, Star Wars. So they literally use technology to put their faces on other actors. Blah blah blah. So now it's happening more and more often. They're de-aging people. The Irishman, which is coming out soon, did this. It's the whole movie is like based around like the de-aging effects of actors.
It looks so good.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. So, I'm not even gonna like give this person any more attention because I'm not a fan of this guy. The director of this movie called Finding Jack. It's some Vietnam War movie that involves a dog. And him and the casting company cast James Dean. The problem is James Dean passed away many decades ago.
It's been a very long time since he died.
So they literally went there and said we searched high and low. So I'm paraphrasing, but like they said something like we searched high and low for the perfect actor for this role, and we figure at the end of the day nobody better to play this role than James Dean. But first of all, that quote makes no sense because first of all, James Dean has been dead. He is dead. Like he never knew this. Like there's no way he could have fathomed the idea of this movie being made because it was so long ago. He has no say in him being in this movie. The family does.
Exactly.
But like it's still this weird thing where like they're literally, it's not James Dean. They're taking some random actor, putting his face, James Dean's face, on this actor's face, and then somebody else is going to voice him to sound like James Dean. It's not him. They're literally creating a person to
Oh,
you know what I mean?
They're literally CGIing James Dean into this movie, and I just wonder how the hell is the dialogue gonna work? Are they gonna get like? It's like, are they gonna get like archival footage or like audio? It's just like it makes no.
I don't
agree with
it at
you.
all, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just like, and I agree with you. When it came to Rogue One, the reason why Carrie Fisher and Peter Cushing were in it was because they had very small roles. And they weren't the lead, and plus you could just simply put a body double on them. The thing is, this guy James Dean, it's not a minor role. It's like it's the lead film, and plus there's a lot of people out there that have been saying it's an insult to others who probably might want this role.
Living actors trying to make a living for their life, like are being denied and rejected because a dead actor took the role. This is like some weird Futurama type of story, or like something like a Black Mirror thing, where like deceased actors like Marilyn Monroe's and James Dean's and Humphrey Bogart's of the world are taking roles from actors who are actually alive, who need to pay bills and make a living and support their kids, put food on the table. Now, imagine coming home from work and telling your wife or your husband or whatever, like, so like, how'd the audition go? I think it went great. I didn't get it. Why didn't you get it? Well, it was either me or James Dean. James Dean's dead. Yeah, I know, but he got it.
It was either me or it was a dead guy.
How do you even how do you even tell somebody that?
Yeah, it's
but the whole thing is that it's not James Dean though. It's not him. They're creating him. So you're like creating this hologram, like this hollow shell of a person who doesn't exist on this planet anymore. So it's not James Dean. It's like it's the concept of James Dean.
It's so
makes sense.
stupid.
Yeah,
No, I know it does make sense. It does really is more of a concept of him.
And some people are kind of like playing flippantly about this, that like it's not a big deal because it's getting the movie's getting attention now because of this idea. Like it's probably a marketing ploy in a way where like, oh, now people are talking about our movie that's coming out. But I think it sets a bad precedent for Hollywood, because what if it actually works and then they start like playing around with the idea of doing this more often? And that I don't like that idea. If this starts happening more and more, where they start like bringing back actors who have been like, even like, I don't know, Anton Yelchin, let's say, like they,
God.
if the estate goes, hey, he died too young, we would love it if you could place him in more movies. It wouldn't sit. I couldn't fathom watching a movie with him knowing that he's dead, but he had no say in whether or not he wanted to be in a movie or not. It's weird. We're talking about like moral. What's the word I'm looking for? Moral dilemmas here.
Yeah, like a moral. It's that moral ground, I guess, that we all stand on. It's so weird because it's like there is a reason why CGI only should be used to help tell the story, not to tell that story itself.
Yeah,
and especially, and it's just so and here's the thing: we haven't even tried to fully recreate somebody, because, like we've mentioned before, the reason why Leia and Grand Moff Tarkin worked back in Rogue One is because they were body doubles.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's been confirmed that they're actually going to do full CG remake of James Dean. It's like, we haven't even tried to experiment with that at all. That's the problem with this.
It's a weird experiment that I hope goes wrong, is what I'm saying.
I kind of hope it fails, to be honest. I really do. I really do. Because because again, I don't mind if they do that for like a minor role for it. Get some guy that looks like James Dean as a body double,
like a glorified cameo, if they had
exactly.
To do it.
Yeah, more of a cameo. Just get a guy that's like a body double that matches James Dean's height, weight, and size. And then get, CGI, get some voiceover, some voiceover archives. Good to go. But the fact that they're casting a CG, I'm flabbergasted, to put in all terms, that they're actually doing this. It's stupid as all hell. And
it's coming out next year too, so I don't know how they have the time to like do this.
Next year?
You're not gonna have this movie done in less than 12 months. If you're literally creating a CGI character like that. I just called James Dean a CGI character. I hate myself for saying that. But that's what it is. But yeah, I don't know.
My God.
I think it's going to get a lot of buzz and a lot of talk when it's like about to come out. I hope it comes out and like it doesn't make money. And then we kind of realize people don't want this. If it makes money, then Hollywood's going to be like, oh, they do want more of this, and they're going to do more of it. So.
Yeah, they're gonna be like starring James Dean. Wait. And then the older audience members are like, wait, are my eyes deceiving me? Is that James Dean?
I remember he passed away years ago.
It's like, wait, didn't he die from something? But what is the CGI creation that they've been doing here? That's my old person. That's my old person voice. But
you're playing God. You can't play God.
Back in my time, no one could play God like this. It's just,
it's the old thing with Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. The quote, I forgot the quote, but it's like
life finds a way or something.
No, it's the one where it's like your scientists were preoccupied whether or not they could or should do it. They didn't ask yourself if they could.
Yeah, that's correct.
I just totally botched it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I haven't seen Jurassic Park in a long time, so I don't remember the quote, to be honest.
Yeah,
don't kill me.
Just because you can bring back actors who have been dead for years doesn't mean you should.
Yeah,
I don't know. But I mean, there's other things. There are better things happening in the world of movies.
Yes, there is.
Joker is about $50 million away from being at the $1 billion mark. The Joker. Almost $1 billion movie, domestically and internationally.
How crazy is that?
It's crazy. It's cool.
Dude,
even if you're not a big fan of the movie, I think that sets a good precedent for Hollywood.
Not just that, but the budget for that film was less than 100. For myself, it was like 75 max. But it just makes me laugh even more so knowing that so many people were calling controversy that would cause so much happening. Yet
The worst thing that happened with that movie is that like a bunch of tourists are going to the Bronx to dance on stairs. And the Bronx, people who don't know, the Bronx is the most dangerous borough in all of New York. Shit, you walk around there by yourself, you're going to get mugged. And people are just going to this place. Ooh, the Bronx. Ooh, this is where the Joker was filmed.
Oh my god.
But yeah, people are enjoying the movie. They're seeing it. They're thinking about it. They're talking about it. And it's people are just like, yeah. The media tried stirring the shit up into like being like it's something bad's gonna happen. Nothing bad happened.
Dude, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, what people will try and do just to talk shit about a movie, it's absolutely insane. Like, I remember
people get too invested in that kind of a thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's out in the world.
It's things are getting way too political, and I absolutely hate it. It's like what happened to movies. I mean, sure. Don't get me wrong. There are some films out there that are made to make a point. Like clearly, Joker was made to show the effects of mental illness, which is understandable, and it's made to show of how a guy that's mentally ill could become the Joker. To which I loved that about it. Actually, by the way, Joker's are my top 5 films of the year. I loved it.
That's high praise for you. Yeah.
Oh my god. Doctor Sleep is in my top 5 films here. I'm
seeing that Monday. I can't wait to see that.
I'm seeing it the second time tomorrow night in IMAX. Actually,
nice.
Yep, I would see it in Dolby, but I was like to my buddies here, I was like, "Hey, IMAX," and she said, "Yeah, let's do it." And the good thing is, where I work, there's the theater, the AMC that I go to is right by where I work at, which is perfect. But no, it's just I absolutely love that out of all the controversy going on, that Joker is essentially giving a middle finger to everybody. That's just going like, you see, oh no, the Joaquin, when Joaquin laughs at Bruce at Thomas Wayne at the end, that's how I feel right now to all the news people.
It's like a meme. You put like the audiences or like the negative people, and then you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's like, you think this is funny? Yeah. But no, I'm so happy for it. I really am. That film deserves, not only does it deserve so much more love at the box office, which thank God it's getting, but I don't understand the Rotten. I mean, I know Rotten Tomatoes isn't the end all be all thing of movie reviewing, but the fact that it has a 69%, really.
Well, I guess it's like it seems like there's more of a divide with that movie, so it makes sense to me that it wasn't like universally praised because a lot of people didn't like the movie. But I'm actually kind of surprised it has that high of a rating.
Really, that'd be lower.
Because it's a amalgamation of all the critics that have talked about it, right?
True.
So it basically just says that a little bit more people like the movie than dislike the movie. But I kind of thought it would be like maybe in the late 50s or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Well, the audience score is probably a lot better, though, I imagine.
Oh, God, yeah. From what I saw, it was in like the early 90s, late 80s, something like that. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, and by the way, Nathan, I told you people love Joker. Ha ha.
I guess Nathan thought it wouldn't be.
Well, because I remember, what was it? I was supposed to see a screening of it, but my car got a flat tire on the way to it.
Yeah.
Which, dude, that bummed.
I remember you told me about that.
Oh my god, dude! I had my Joker T-shirt ready for it, and I was supposed to meet him, or I think it was his wife, so we could drive down there together. We're supposed to drive down to Miami for that. By the way, driving down to Miami at this time of the year especially sucks ass.
I'm guessing traffic.
Oh my god! It's like snowbird season starts automatically at this point of the year. Yeah, the traffic around the Boca area and Fort Lauderdale area, once it gets to that point in time, let's say like 5:30, 6 o'clock p.m. time. Yeah, you're gonna be on the highway for such a long time. It's stupid how long you'll be on there.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember,
pain in the ass.
But I remember I was supposed to see it in IMAX. which was even better. But no, my flat tire got the best. God damn you, flat tire. But the thing is, I already had my, thanks to AMC A list, I have my tickets for the next nights. So yeah.
Right.
Which, by the way, get AMC A list, guys. That's actually amazing.
So I've heard. So you can see 3 movies a. This is now an
Yes.
advertisement. This is now an advertisement for AMC movies.
Yeah.
So you can see 3 movies a week for 4 weeks for the tall small price of
$21. Well, I mean, it's like 21. It's like it includes D-Box, Dolby, 3D, IMAX, regular 2D. Look, there's no upcharge whatsoever unless if there's someone else that doesn't have A-list. Dude, I'm telling you, it's the best $21 a month.
I mean, if you see movies all the time, it seems like it's worth it.
Oh yeah, especially knowing that I'm seeing Doctor Sleep again. I'm going to try and see it again before I leave, if I love it even more in IMAX. I want to experience the Dolby, or I'll just probably wait for Ford versus Ferrari for that to come out and the Dolby Cinema. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we're once again way off right there.
I mean, and like you did mention before we started too. There's another thing that just recently came out. I guess this is more Marvel related though, involving Kevin Feige's words on streaming services.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. If you want to introduce it, go ahead.
I'll do it. So Disney Plus releases in a couple of days. So Mandalorian is starting. They're launching it with the Mandalorian. The first 2 episodes within like 3 days, like the 12th and the 15th or something like that. Next year they're starting the Marvel shows. And there's a couple of Marvel shows coming out next year. I think it's.
Yeah, I know that Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming out. I think.
And then something else in the later half. I think it's Loki, maybe.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, they're doing, it's basically spin-off shows of characters that we've seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe over the past 10 years.
Right.
But Kevin Feige, apparently, I didn't read the article, and I think it was from a site that I don't think people find reputable, but I think it's been around long enough that people are actually looking at it and like saying it like he did say it. So whatever. Let's go off the fact that he did say it. Apparently, you need to watch these shows to understand the new movies that are coming out. And I think that if that's true, it does hurt the audience because I understand that the movies that have come out over the past 10 years, there is some connective tissue where like you don't get everything if you haven't seen all the movies, but at least you can still enjoy the movie. But
absolutely,
if it's going to get to the point where I don't think it's going to though, I think they're still going to be fine, entertaining movies like they've always been because Kevin Feige's smart. But if it is like kind of a thing where like you're watching these movies and you don't, as a casual audience member, if you go see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and you don't, and it's like that where you don't understand anything the characters are talking about, then that does kind of suck because then you're trying to promote. Cool, you're promoting your other shows and stuff, but it kind of sucks that you're kind of forcing your audience to spend more money to watch other things that they may or may not have time for. I don't know. It's a kind of a weird, touchy subject, but I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Same.
I think it's kind of exaggerated, to be honest.
I mean, for Doctor Strange, especially knowing that you have apparently since that WandaVision is going to be connected to it. I mean, that's one of the. I mean, I'm gonna get Disney Plus. I mean, I'm actually gonna use my boss's account because he said just use mine. Don't spend $6.99. Yeah, I know, right? But no, the reason why I'm actually getting Disney Plus is because the Mandalorian. That's the main reason why I want it. Yeah. Which, oh my god, I cannot wait to see that damn show. It just can you bring on November 12th already, please? I need it right now in my life.
I can't wait to start talking about it. Honestly, I'm looking forward to going out. Like it's gonna be really cool, especially if the show is actually really good. Like it's gonna be fun to talk about. It's gonna inject some life into the Star Wars fandom that I think we need.
Yes, because I mean, to be honest, I don't know about you, John. Like I feel like I'm one of the few that actually love The Last Jedi. Like I love The Last Jedi.
So did I.
Okay.
Now watch as the internet just burns. You
do. Like how?
My dog just flipped out. Why is he
like,
screaming
how
into
dare
the
you?
mic?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm like the only one in my friend group that actually likes the movie. So every time we bring it up, it's like this whole shebang.
And all this like ding 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 movie fights at that point.
Actually, I don't know, but if you're wait, well, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last.
I like gloves coming off, motherfucker.
You want to do this? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
You want to get nuts? Speaking of which, you're not gonna believe this. I finally saw Lethal Weapon a couple of weeks ago. Finally, for the first time, and I freaking loved it.
I could tell you, I haven't seen it either.
Oh my god!
I've seen the one with Joe Pesci in it, and that's it. Which I think is Lethal Weapon 4. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
when I edit this, I'm either gonna put like a really embarrassing "fuck you, you're wrong," or you were right, you remembered correctly.
You need to see the first Lethal Weapon. It's so good. Oh my god, I loved it.
I guess you interviewed Shane Black.
Yeah. So by the way, speaking of which
Which is awesome.
oh my one like I got starstruck immediately when I saw him. Like I just saw him because I was interviewing these two guys at the Fort Lauderdale Film Festival. And they're doing this documentary about a guy who actually taught Jimmy Buffett, and so I didn't realize that these guys were doing this to wrangle me to get off the fucking interview. And I said, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, it's okay, because we got Shane coming in the next couple moments. And I just thought, okay. And then Shane comes in, and I was just like, oh my god. And Nathan, my boss, was like, get the fuck in there, get the damn interview. And I was just like, okay. I jumped right in there. I was like, Shane, it's an honor. But no, I asked him. I remember because I asked him what his favorite films of the year were. He's like, "Well, I just saw Joker and I was memorized by that." And then he said, "I'm looking forward to Frozen too." And I was just like, "Really?" Yeah, he's looking forward to Frozen too. Yeah, Shane Black is looking forward to Frozen too. I could not believe that.
Does he have kids? Is he a family? Is he a dad?
Not that I know of.
So he just likes Frozen then.
Yeah, Frozen's great. It's just like the thing I hate about. Okay, I don't understand why people hate that movie because it's popular. It's the
Frozen?
dumbest reason.
Talking about Frozen.
Oh yeah.
I get. I could. It depends on what they're criticizing.
I mean, no. It's like how popular the movie is. That's why they can't. Sam, it's like
that's stupid. Yeah. Let it go. Yeah. Anna and Elsa. Olaf. Did you even see the movie? No, but
yeah, I absolutely hate that stuff. It's like watch the fucking movie, please.
Yeah, just
watch
give it a fair shot. I mean, when I first saw it, I actually saw it in an advanced screening, like you're seeing Frozen 2.
I actually.
Yeah, so I saw it a month before, so I remember hearing "Let It Go" and knowing.
Month?
I saw it in October. When it was coming out in November.
I hate you.
So, but like the moment, like the first time in forever and Let It Go, when I first heard those two songs, I knew those were going to be big songs. Like I knew this movie was going to because it was the first time, I didn't see Tangled at the time either, but I knew it was like the first time that Disney was like getting their shit together and making like the movie with like memorable songs and like a story with characters people like. I'm like, yes, this movie's going to blow up. And it did. It's like one of the biggest movies animated. I don't know what they're doing. It seems like they're going with a darker path with this new one. Which is cool because kids who grew up with Frozen, like it's been 6 years. So like anybody who was like little babies, they're like 10 or 11 or 12 now. So like, it's cool that they're like making the story mature with their audience. So,
I agree. Yeah,
I want them to do something different and take risks. Because I feel like also this is a weird complaint. And the movie's 6 years old. I'm gonna spoil it. So fuck you if you don't like it.
It's like fuck you, 6-year-old.
There's a plot twist towards the end of Frozen where you find out Han, who's supposed to marry Anna, is an asshole, and like he's gonna kill. He just wants to take over the city of Arendelle. Yeah. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, I think Arendelle. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I always love. I'm a big fan of Disney villain deaths. I think they're some of the most memorable parts of these movies, like Ursula getting impaled when she's this giant monster, or Scar falling into a pit of fire and then getting eaten by hyenas, like all this, like they really have fun with killing their villains. And Han, he doesn't die; he just kind of gets kicked over a boat. And I was like, that's it. I was expecting something like very like maniacal and like, yeah, you deserve to like get frozen, like maybe I don't know, fall into the ice and like freeze alive or something. No, he just gets like a slap on the wrist, like, how dare you try to kill Anna, you asshole.
What he gets? He gets a cheer with that Jack Nicholson guy in The Shining when he gets frozen alive in the maze. Yeah, that's how he dies.
And it's terrifying though, because that actually works. Because the Stanley Kubrick cut was like, oh shit, he's dead. But yeah,
because I remember going like, whoa, okay. Could you imagine if Hans died like that, and all the kids are like, ah! just traumatized for life.
I would love it because Disney does like traumatizing their audiences, so I would love
That
that.
they do.
So weird request. Another
Yeah.
movie was finished like years ago, and they've been animating it since like 2015 or something. But I hope there's a villain in this movie, and I hope if there's a villain, I hope that villain dies in a very sick way, because I'm a sick person. But I don't think there's gonna be. It doesn't. They haven't
I
revealed
won't
any.
mind it.
I haven't seen any antagonists in the trailers though. It's more of like a characters going on a
Yeah.
journey through like different environment kind of thing, learning more about yourself kind of story. That's what it looks like to me.
I'm trying to stay away from the newest trailers because I've only
You didn't
seen the
watch the second
teaser.
trailer? Okay.
No, I'm
I
trying to
won't
stay away
talk
from
about it then.
everything. And I've almost seen my top 5 actually. I've seen Jojo Rabbit. I need to see Knives Out now at
Jojo
this
Rabbit's
point.
great. Yeah.
Oh, I love that film. Was also probably gonna be my top 10. I loved it.
Mm-hmm. And
So good.
you said you're seeing Knives Out soon too.
From what I know, yes. I think I'm seeing it when I get back from Orlando, actually, for my vacation. It's gonna be a much needed vacation. Oh my god! After all the shit that's been going
Yeah,
on.
you're gonna be like in like heaven.
Oh god, yeah.
Orlando's cool. You going to
Oh
you going to the parks and all that?
yes. I didn't go to. I was able to go to Halloween Horror Nights this year, but I really
Yeah.
wanted to go. How was it, by the way? How was Halloween Horror
It
Nights?
was fun. I mean they're kind of all blurring together now because I've gone 3 years in a row now, which is pretty crazy. I used to dream about going, and now I've gone every year for the past 3 years.
Mm.
I think this had some really awesome mazes. I think because they had the Us maze for the movie.
Yeah, I wanted to
was-
try that maze so bad.
It was. I don't think it was that. No, I'm sorry. I'm confusing this. That was actually terrifying because
Yes,
it was a
okay.
very well done maze. They had what was the one? Stranger Things was okay. I think they do better with like production design in that maze than actually trying to scare
Yeah,
people.
the one thing I will say about Halloween Horror Nights is that they nailed their production design. They do a great job with it.
Yeah, you could tell there's like a lot of passion in like their creative process year to year. I don't think the only maze I didn't care for was the House of a Thousand Corpses one. I think it was just
Really?
yeah. I mean I not that I didn't like the movie because I actually do like that movie. I just
Same.
think I kind of just like I was passively walking through that maze and then nothing really like didn't really do anything for me. I know people. I feel like Halloween Horror Nights. When I go on forums and I read people's like lists of like their favorites before I go, and like some people, everybody has such drastically different like lists of their favorites and worsts because like it depends on the experience of going. Because sometimes you go into a maze and you don't get all the scares, and sometimes you go in and get every scare, and you could like go in the supposedly worst maze,
Yeah.
and have the best experience because you got every single jump scare coming in at you and like ugh. But like I just like it was really well done like production wise. Like they recreated like all like the gas station and like the actual maze with the what's his name, the actor who passed away this year, who plays the guy in the clown makeup.
Oh, Sid Haig.
Yeah,
Sid Haig.
the actor who played his character did a really good job.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of like I feel bad. I walked down. I was like, yeah, whatever. But they had all their original mazes were cool too. But yeah, it was really well done. I think.
Nice. Because I was bummed I couldn't go this year because I went last with one of my best friends, and let's just say my friend, as much as I love the guy, he kept bitching throughout the entire night, saying that the lines were too long. I was like, "Well, that's what you get for waiting too long to buy an express pass." Just saying, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't buy an express
passes
pass.
are very expensive too.
I mean, yeah, they're expensive, but it is worth it.
Yeah,
it is
absolutely.
worth it. All honesty.
We actually, I don't know how we managed to. We didn't buy express passes because they were $200 for the night we went.
Wow.
But we actually managed to get on all 10 mazes. somehow.
Really?
Yeah, because we did that thing where like if you stay in the park before it closes down, if you stay at one of like the bars, that you can go in early. So we got 2 mazes done before everybody was let into the park by the gates.
Oh, nice.
So and then we kind of like you just kind of like traverse as you go. You find all the mazes that have smaller lines and do those first.
So are the express lanes actually longer this time around?
They didn't seem that long.
Really?
The longest we waited was for Stranger Things, and that was like an hour 45.
Even in the express line? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, that was regular line. I don't know how long. the express was.
Okay. I was about to say that's the express line. I was like, God damn, no need for express.
It was really packed there though the night we went. It was Saturday night
That's
in the middle of October. It was, and after like 9 o'clock, it was almost like being at New Year's Eve in the city. You couldn't really walk. It was
Oh
crazy.
God, because I remember when my buddy and I went to Alien Horror Nights, we only did I think 3 or 4 houses when we went because again we couldn't get the express passes. But I remember we went on a Saturday night and it was oh my God, it was as you explained, it was insane that night. Like I think we did a zombie house. It was the year that Trick or Treat the Trick or Treat was there.
Yeah, I guess so too. Oh no, last year.
Yeah, last year was there. We did Poltergeist, which was actually a really, really cool house.
That was really that was awesome. I loved that was actually probably my favorite maze of all 3
That
years.
was a really cool one. That's right. We only did 3 houses because the lines were so long that my buddy did not want to wait at all. And I was just thinking, like, well,
so you didn't say till 2:00 in the morning either. I guess then you didn't. It wasn't like an all night thing. Or did you
we left. I want to say we left around midnight. We left around midnight because every time when my buddy Sarah and I used to go, because we went from 2014 to 2017, and the last year we went, we actually did all 10 houses. But then again, we went on a Friday, then a Saturday, and actually Friday was cheaper. But we managed to somehow knock out all 10 houses. I don't know how we did it. But
sometimes it just works out in your favor sometimes.
Yeah, it did, and because I remember we saved the because I remember that was the year I met you, 2017. Finally, we finally met in person.
My brother, yeah,
and I remember he told us to go into that one house, Fallen, the one that looked like Doom in real life.
That was really cool
because I remember
it was very Doom-esque.
Because I remember we were just walking, and he was like, "You're telling me, dude, go to that house. It's amazing." And I was telling her, I was like, "Let's go into that house." He's like, "All right." And we were like, "Whoa, that was awesome."
Yeah, that was probably one of the more underrated mazes they had that year.
Because I remember, because we were talking, I was like, if it wasn't for John, we would have never gone to that house. So I thank you for that recommendation.
You're welcome. I know how much you love Doom.
Oh my! I can't wait for Doom Eternal. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I mean, were you sad when they delayed it till March, whatever it was? Or were you like, okay, sure, like you were like, whatever? I
won't lie, it did hurt a little bit, but knowing that apparently I've been hearing the campaign, the single player is 20 hours long.
What?
Yeah, I've been hearing it's a 20-hour long campaign.
How long was Doom 2016? I don't even remember.
Doing that. I think I could beat that campaign within like.
If like 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah, something like that. So they're taking a lot of time on the campaign, and because of it, they I know Snap Map isn't in the game anymore at that point, which is unfortunate because Snap Map was amazing. But no, I mean, was I upset? Yeah, but at the same time, I'd rather them take the time to polish the crap out of the game, so that we can get a great game. I mean, it looks amazing.
People will wait if especially from a studio they could trust. They know they're gonna make a great game. The same thing with like Naughty Dog and Last of Us Part 2. Like,
yes,
I kind of in the back of my head I knew that February wasn't gonna happen. I'm like, I'm surprised they even announced a release date. Like, I'm surprised.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I feel like this game is still like 3 years out. I didn't think we're gonna get it till like 2021. It
looks incredible. I've actually been playing Last of Us Remastered on the PS4, and dude, that game looks, and the PS3 version of it looked amazing. They made it look better somehow on PS4. I don't get how they did it, but it looks amazing.
But probably a lot more like shadows, right? And a lot more like textures and like the environments and stuff like that.
Not just that, but you can not only play the game in a higher resolution, but you can play it in 60 FPS, which is incredible. You can't quite play in the 4K resolution, but you can play it and it's 1800p with the 60 frames, and it runs amazing. Like, I was blown away by how good it looks. But it's more shadows, the draw distance is better, and anti-aliasing, so you can see greater detail. But that's about it. But it looks great. And I know that Cyberpunk next year as well. I am so hyped for that. It's crazy.
A lot of cool games coming out. I know we just turned this into a gaming session.
Yeah, right.
But like, we're at a point now where I feel like a lot of video games are very cinematic though too, and it's kind of like we don't even need video game movies because we get our movie cinematic like qualities out of the game's campaigns anyway. So it's like that's how it is now.
And speaking of which, did you hear that Hideo Kojima wants to try and make movies now?
I follow him on Twitter, and from what he's always reviewing movies. He's always like talking about movies, so I'm not surprised at that. That would be. I don't know if it would be good, but I'm sure like he makes some weird shit. So whatever whatever he puts out to the world would be worth seeing. I would definitely see that.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't even need a trailer for that.
And neither would I, especially knowing how
wouldn't want to
cinematic
see a
Death
trailer,
Stranding
actually.
is. I mean, I want to try Death Stranding. I really, really do. I'll probably try it before. I'll try it before or after I get back from Universal. It all depends because
Hmm.
I'm pretty much free all this week. So I have to wait. You know what?
So
I'm
better
actually gonna.
now than any other time if you're
Yeah,
free.
no kidding. Yeah, because the thing is, I actually get paid the right before I go to Universal. For my work, which is perfect. Oh yeah, money,
Bling
money,
bling.
money, money, money.
Some
I've always just
people
went in sync right there.
gotta have it. Some people really need it. I don't know the lyrics here.
Neither
Bling
do I. I'm just going
bling,
along with
acting,
it.
movie things, podcasts
Yeah,
with
it's
us.
oh my god, the Mothman Jones podcast. Do, 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 do. Yeah, there we go. We got it going.
We're gonna take this on the trolley and go on a world tour. We're gonna make our penny our. Wow.
Go on, bro. Make a penny. Do everything, mate.
We're gonna.
You heard me. You heard me, Bucko.
I'm gonna teach my sons and daughters if they want to make a pretty penny, they gotta go on a worldwide tour and talk about movies, talk about
Oh
those
my.
Alfred Hitchcock pictures.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Go into a theater and just talk about Alfred Hitchcock for a half hour, and they'll make 5 cents. It'll be great.
Oh my god, yeah, no kidding there, right?
Imagine
Jesus
if they were like
God.
podcasts in like 1963.
That'd be
The
the
to-
strangest thing. I would actually listen to those. I would be more than happy to listen to those.
you always make you think if we had technology now if we had technology now then like how would people react? How would how would the Alfred Hitchcocks of the world and like all these esteemed actors and like directors like how would that be?
Yeah.
Imagine
Imagine if everyone had Twitter back in those
James
days.
Stewart on Twitter. Go see my movie Rear Window. And it's
Oh
like
my god. And I'd be like, oh happy to because I love Rear Window. Have you seen Rear Window, John?
That's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, Rear Window's it's incredible to say the least.
And like I've always like I live in like a townhouse area in my like in Staten Island and like the backyard my backyard is like pretty much like the backyard of like Rear Window because like there's you see the backyards of people's houses all over like surrounding so you could like just like creep in and watch like people but like literally it's just like houses and you could like if you wanted to be a peeping tom you can like sneak and like watch people. And even though you should be minding your own business, if I was in a wheelchair and I had nothing else to do, I would probably do some voyeurism and like that neighbor over there is walking. He brought his dog out to the backyard. Why? That person over there never comes out. Why is he out in the backyard today? Oh, they're having sex. I can see in the window.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
gonna
are
go
you?
back to them.
I was gonna say, are you into some freaky shit or something, John, that I don't know about?
No, that awkward pause doesn't help either. But no. But yeah. Anyway, it's
Oh
weird.
my god.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
And with that, we end today's podcast. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
We actually are coming to a close soon, though. Any last things you want to mention before we wrap this thing up?
I actually don't know, to be honest.
Anything
I
you
mean,
want to plug or any interviews coming up for Flick Direction?
yeah, I guess. Like I said, Shane Black. That's already on Flick Direct YouTube channel. I interviewed Natalia Reyes from Terminator Dark Fate, which, by the way, I liked it. Sorry. I liked Terminator Dark Fate.
Sure. It's a fine movie, but I hated the first 5 minutes without spoiling.
I actually did not mind the first. I actually didn't mind it, to be honest with you. I mean, I mean, I liked it only because I was just like, they could go anywhere from here. Okay, I'm interested.
Yeah, well, they actually they focused the narrative too. It wasn't like all over the fucking place. Like
yeah, I mean, as much as it absolutely sucks what happens, I was just thinking like, okay,
it's an interesting way of opening up your movie. I'll say. I just didn't think it was justified by the end of it. I was like, I thought it was going to get around to a point, and it didn't. And I was like, okay,
I can understand that.
That's just the way I saw it. That's.
But I mean, other than that, I can. Oh yeah, sorry. I will be able to put my 4 versus 4 review up sometime in the week. But other than that, yeah, not much going on, and I can hopefully also do my review of The Outer Worlds, which I absolutely loved. Going back to the gaming stuff, which I absolutely
you've been
loved.
talking about it. Jake Baldion's been talking about it. A lot of my friends have been talking about it. Like, if I had time, I would totally play that.
Oh, it's so good, dude. I mean, I have Xbox Game Pass on PC, so that's how I've been able to play it. So
that's awesome.
Oh, I love it, dude. It's amazing.
And yeah, I guess I'm John Maffio. You can find me anywhere at John Maffio. I just made a Star Wars account for my Wake Up and Smell the Tauntaun podcast called Wake Up and Smell the Tauntaun.
Follow it, guys. Follow
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna do. I mean, I talk about Star Wars all the time anyway, but I'm gonna focus putting Star Wars related tweets on that Twitter account, so I don't like annoy people with Star Wars all the time on my regular account. And yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of movies soon. I have to catch up on Doctor Sleep and what else is coming out. I'm also seeing Honey Boy Monday, which I'm excited for.
Oh, I've heard good things about that one.
Yeah. Oh, Dan Merrill talked about it on on Fandom and said he loved it. So now I'm like hyped to see it.
Nice.
But yeah, that's it for me. You can expect this video will come out this week, and expect more reviews probably the week after. We'll see what happens, and I guess that's it. I'm glad we ended this podcast on an awkward thing about me peeking into the lives of my neighbors.
Yeah,
but,
I know, right?
I don't
it's
do
like,
that,
John, what the hell are you doing, boy?
Everybody's gonna unsubscribe now. People who, no, not anybody sat through this entire hour. I'm sure people, but like if you got that far, you're probably like, okay, that's how you're gonna end your show. Okay, fuck you.
Unsubscribe.
Bye. You come for the movie, stay for the weirdness.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you gotten this far, I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun jazz. Talk about what we talked about down below. What do you feel about the James Dean story? We talked about a bunch of things here. The Frozen 2, the Joker almost making $1 billion. What was your favorite news story of the week? Anything we didn't mention that you want to talk about? Let's have a conversation down below. And I want to thank Austin for coming on today. This was awesome. Thank you. It was the quickest hour ever. I can't believe we're over an hour.
That went by like that quick. Yeah. All I can say is thank you for. I mean, I know it was a pain in the ass to get us all together, thanks to all working schedule and all that stuff. But I'm happy to come on. I mean, if you, and I'd love to come on again at some point. Just let me know, man.
Anytime, man. You're always invited here. Mikasa to casa, or is it Mikasa to casa? I don't know.
Mikasa Sukasa, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I took Spanish in high school, but obviously I forgot about it already.
I don't remember I took 2 years of Spanish. I only remember a couple of things, and that's it.
In 1 year, out the other. Just like
exactly, yeah.
I could tell you, like, I'll say buongiorno, and that's all I could tell you.
Oh my god.
Buongiorno is not Spanish, though.
Buongiorno, yeah, it is not. You speak Italian, John?
I never asked me to be bilingual because I am not. I am the worst, apparently. But yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys very soon. Love y'all. Love you, Austin. Thank you for coming on today.
Oh, love you too, brother, of course.
And I'll see you guys next time.